Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Teacher Said 2020. Now that exam is just in a matter of months, let's talk about how to tackle the exam question. This time I'll be focusing on paper 2, where candidates have to write 3 essays, and I will focus on the first essay, which is email. As you all know, email is very short, which is 80 to 100 words, but if you don't do it properly, you will not get good marks, and it will eventually affect the overall mark for that paper. So please take this seriously. How does your teacher mark your email message? That is exactly what I want to share with you in this episode. The standardized way of teachers marking your email messages based on the new format, which starts this year, 2021. Generally, your piece of writing or your email will be assessed based on 4 aspects: content, communicative achievement, organization, and language. And now I will explain those items one by one. If your essay is a school bag, anything that you put in your school bag is called content. Similarly, anything that you state in your email is called content. But to make it more specific, anything that you write that informs people about something is called content. So therefore, when you say hi or how are you, that is not content because it does not inform people about anything. But once you state your suggestion that your friends need, that is a content, because when your friend reads your suggestion, he or she will get something or new information. In writing email, the content is stated in the question. If you read the question carefully, you will know what to include in your essay as the content. Next is communicative achievement. This is where you show your ability to communicate effectively while delivering the message. You have to be wise in setting the tone and style of your writing, which is shown by the words, the phrases, and the expressions you use throughout the message. Bear in mind, when you are writing to a friend, you must make sure that the language used suits the situation. It must be friendly, light, and casual. And at the same time, you must try your best to be grammatical. So that is what we call communicative achievement. That is organization. It refers to how you set the whole text, from the greeting, which is the first item, until the closing, which is the last item. Normally, you start your text with simple greetings, and because the space for writing is very limited, you go straight to the content, which is totally based on the question. Then you close the text appropriately. In doing so, you arrange the points properly by using cohesive device, language markers, sequence connectors, and so on. So when anybody reads your text, he or she will be able to see that all the points are arranged properly. And finally, language. Language can be broken into so many branches. It can be grammar, which is a very massive discussion, vocabulary or the words you use, spelling, punctuation, and so on. So when you write your email message, you have to show that you have a good control of language and try your best to avoid making any mistakes or errors. For the 4 aspects that I mentioned earlier, 5 marks is allocated for each item. So in order for you to get full mark, you have to get full mark for each item. So there you go, guys, 4 aspects of judgment your teacher used in marking your email message. Next, we are going to take one sample essay. We are going to read it, understand it, analyze it, and then we will try to compose a text which fulfills all the 4 aspects. Okay, this is the question, the sample question. You received an email from your new friend Lila, who has just enrolled in your school. And this is the body of the email. Hi, the weekends are finally here. Let's go to the beach with our schoolmates. Which beach shall we go to, and what can we do there? What should we bring? I'll be waiting eagerly for your reply. Bye. The instruction: write an email to your friend Lila in about 80 words. Write your answer below. Okay, that is the instruction. The next thing you do is to highlight the important parts. Okay, so what are the important parts here? Okay, firstly, the beach, the name of the beach. Okay, number 2, what can we do there, meaning the activities. And finally, what should we bring? Those are the 3 important parts that you must remember. You must include all this in writing the reply email. Okay, alright, this is basically how your email looks like. I mean the structure. Okay, this is the first layer is the opening or the greeting. The middle one is the body, the most important one. And finally, the last one, the lowest layer, is the closing. And within the body paragraphs, we have to include the name of the beach, what to do there, meaning the activities at the beach, and finally what to bring, the items that we need to bring to the beach. This is a sample of the email message that we can write. Okay, this is the top layer. Hello Lila, I have just received your email and I am so excited with your plan for the picnic at the beach. Okay, this is just the opening, very simple. And then next is the most important part, the body. As for the location, there's a wide array of choices. After giving my deepest thoughts, I strongly feel that Bagang Lalang Beach is the best choice. It's just an hour's drive from our city. While being there, we indulge ourselves in doing so many awesome activities. But I would suggest kite flying, building sand castles, and of course swimming. Isn't that fun? As for the items to bring, I think it won't be a long list. A tent, a picnic mat, a barbecue set, and some food would be enough. Oh yeah, extra clothes too. Closing. Gosh, I'm so eager to wait for the day. Till then, please update. Goodbye for now. See you on. Is the name of the beach stated? Yes, Bagang Lalang Beach. So you have already fulfilled the first item that is required, which is the name of the beach. C2, the second item. Okay, the activities. What can we do there? Okay, those are the items, those are the activities stated there. Kite flying, building sand castles, and of course swimming. Sorry, sand castles, there's a spelling error there. And finally C3, the items to bring, it won't be a long list. A tent, a picnic mat, a barbecue set, and some food will be enough. So altogether, for the content, this candidate will get full mark, and this candidate will also get full mark for the other 3, which is communicative achievement, organization, and language mark. So altogether, the candidate will get 20 marks, and that is the full mark. That was one example of an email message that you can write in exam. My main focus is that whenever you write or whenever you respond to the question, make sure that your product or your piece of writing fulfills the requirement of the question. I have already stated that there are 4 areas from which your product or your writing will be assessed. Knowing how your teacher marks your paper will inshallah guide you when you write your essay in exam. I hope this video has already given you some information regarding the exam, regarding the writing techniques. To get a more proper guidance, consult your teachers. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video from the beginning until the end. I wish everybody all the best in the coming exam. May Allah grant you with success. See you again in my next videos. Till then, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.